The fuckers who took down my channel, oh my god. The one thing that really pissed me off is now that I have to, I don't know how long my videos can be, so I have to stop at 10 minutes. I used to be able to rant and fucking yell for like 30 fucking minutes. Now I can't. That's like 10. Ugh. God. Get on rants and I can't stop. I gotta finish them. Okay, so basically we are being turned from humans into, I don't know, subhuman, troglodytes. Believe me, looking around society, there are a lot of people who don't need help becoming a troglodyte. They're already there, which sucks. But we can change it. They are beginning to unravel our DNA. Now, Prime Creator and all those entities that worked initially with the original spiritual, subatomic, energetic, archetypal, architects of humanity pieced us together at the very, very most subtle levels, the highest levels of construction, and allowed us to manifest. This is how we're going to keep our humanity. We are going to continually reprogram our DNA at the highest level to keep human. This bullshit about evolution, natural evolution, fine. But spiritual evolution, that takes thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It's just not going to happen. All you fucking idiot light workers, there's a reason you're all nuts. It's just because you're messing with shit that you don't understand. And it's obvious. It's unfucking believable obvious. You're not meth heads, but it's like you're spiritual tweakers. It's disgusting. It's craziness. You need to be grounded. You need earth energy. You need to be understanding and aware and present in the physical world. And if you watch yourselves, if you really, really watch yourselves, you will see that you are a billion miles away from any sort of actual applicable energy work. You're too far out there. It's craziness. It's insanity. You're not grounded. You float around in the ethers, and therefore nothing is real. You can have all the crazy, wonderful visions, but guess what? None of it becomes real until you ground it or make it so. That is also another reason. That is a major part of the Illuminati plan, is to give people a tradition that is not a tradition. It is just this mishmash of like other traditions where, okay, well, that sounds good, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that, I'm going to whip it all together, put some duct tape on it, piss on it, put it in my room and call it art. What the fuck do you have? It is this collaboration of useless, placid, unworking, unfunctional parts, and you're like, well, this is what I practice. Really? Really? And then you expect results. Really? And then you go around and you say you've defeated the Illuminati. Really? Really? Well, now it all makes sense, doesn't it? Now it all makes sense. There's a word called a tradition. A human tradition that will keep us human, that will keep our DNA, keep our spirituality alive. And because our astral bodies are continually working against the physical damage being done, we can say that we are still human and we can operate within a human tradition. And because we are a human tradition living upon the planet fucking Earth, hello, do you remember you live on the planet fucking Earth? Then we have power. But the moment you were running around talking about Pleiadians and Andromedans and, oh God, I don't know what else floats around there. Yeah, great. Do they exist? Absolutely they exist. But they're not human per se. They don't come from this earth. They have no reason to be here. If they want to trade and whatnot, fine. I don't care. You want to have like communications with them, fine. But the moment they step in and say, okay, well, we're going to take it over, fuck them. Done with them. I don't want them. It's just like if Jesus were to come down, I would hit Jesus in the head with a brick so fucking hard that like his brain would come back through a second coming. And like, I don't know. It would just, whatever. Like, because it's not a good idea. A one savior person or one savior race coming down is just going to enslave you. Keep our humanity. Transhumanism is made to take you from the root of your earth and completely prevent you from grounding. That's what it's there to do. You can't ground when you are part of a transhumanist agenda. You can't ground when you're part of a non-human agenda. It's just It's just what it's been done. And it's time to change it. The middle pillar is one of the most powerful tools you have in doing that. Absolutely one of the most powerful tools you have in doing that. Why? Because it works on the human energetic spectrum, okay? In the most powerful way. Yes, there are more subtleties. Yes, there are things that other middle pillars have never seen. Aren't even a part of them because they don't understand them. They don't know them. The ones who really do, they lock those away and they change them and they give you falsified information. It's just that's how they do it. So you're worried about the Kundalini and all your chakras and blah, 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 blah. Reptilian. Absolutely fucking for snakes. And I'm in direct contact with individuals from India, high-level individuals who will tell me, yes, this comes from a Naga tradition. Yes, if you are not careful, we have masters who have done this for 80, 90 years. They have to hold your hand and take you through it because it's a very tricky process. You're not going to be able to go to your local yoga studio and learn what to do. You're just not. And they know that most people will never have the actual experience of living with, training, and spending 10, 15 years safely navigating through all the true pathways to keep you sane. And so you're just going to sit, read a book in your room, and get wavy, spacey, and crazy, and they're just, oh, perfect. He or she is disconnected from their roots. Time to take that spiritual vulnerability and manifest it to our desires, not your desires. Their desires. You have no protections. You have no energetic anchor. You are floating around. You are easily tripped and swept up and carried away to wherever they want you to be. There's a problem with that. There's a serious fucking problem with that. Fuck, I have 3 more minutes left. All right, let's get into this. But you know what? No. I'm going to wait till the next video because I want full 10 minutes to talk about this because this is the first initial powerful step. I know I've talked about it before, but I'm going to give a couple key points of information that I've never released because I want you to know how powerful grounding this energy is, as well as I want you to see the highly protective shields that come up from just the simple, basic, first level practice of the middle pillar. Okay? Powerful protections in ways that you've never seen before, in ways that have never been around. And recently I found out that a couple publishing companies have enjoyed my information and have tried to put stuff together, even tried to contact me to be like, oh, well, there's holes in this. Yeah, there's holes in it because I make sure the information that I release is put out in a step-by-step basis. When you try to fuck with it, when you try to steal it and weave it into some spider hole system designed to trick humanity, it doesn't work. The parts don't connect, and that's done on purpose. That's done on purpose. This is a human tradition, a true, rooted tradition that's not going to work with your fucking namby-pamby, new age, patty cake bullshit. It's just not going to work, and that's good. You don't want it to work with your namby-pamby, new age bullshit. All right? This is a humanist agenda. This is a highly either masculine or feminist agenda. All right? There isn't any sort of weird androgyny. All right? There's masculine Mars, feminine Venus. Both are honored, loved, and cherished. All right? And there's Prime Creator, who is beyond the realm of gender. This idiot nonsense. Oh, God, I can't even handle it anymore. I don't care if you're homosexual. I don't care if you're bisexual. I don't care if you're transgender, whatever. But there is a reason that gender polarity works. There is a reason why a man and a woman can come together and have a child, because those are fundamental, universal principalities that as above and so below come together and work together. All right? There is no such thing as an androgynous, hyper-feminized male type of energy. Same as a hyper-masculinized female energy. These things don't necessarily work together, but they are twisted, contorted, and confounded to make you ineffective and change your astral, energetic, dynamic thought patterns to make you fucking weird. God, it's so obvious. Just now that you see it, hop on to my 3rd video. We're going to start it right now.